What's going on, guys? It's your boy Beats by Ash back at it again with another banger, and we're here today with the mad topper Joey Linch. You may have known him from the community, but this is his first one-piece top, and I'm glad to have it on the channel. How did you do today, Joey?
I won X2 today. It was 9 rounds of Swiss. We didn't have a top cut, but I was able to, clutch out a top 16.
And you want to show us what you got?
We got the full set of Admirals here. I'll check them out. Ooh. Yeah. Full set. Ooh. I don't even know what they're worth, to be honest, but I guess
a solid K?
I guess so. The finalist card, just like a pudding in here, the Kobe, Nami sleeves, and then event pack. Doesn't look like a lot, but trust me, like those are like, yeah.
The Yu-Gi-Oh community is over here starving, and we're out here feasting, man.
Yeah, facts.
All right, so you also got your invite to Nats, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Let's go.
By the way, I'm playing ball. So yeah, 4 Nami, 4 Chopper, 4 Dodon, 4 Otama. This is kind of the staple stuff I'm pointing out here.
No Machina?
Yeah, I didn't play Machina. That's a big thing. I played 4 Brooks, 2 Winter Nami. This is like one of the techs that I chose to use to kind of pressure Whitebeard.
Winter Nami feels so good.
And since I cut Machino out of the deck, I wanted another 1-drop, like a red 1-drop.
Did that come up today?
I didn't play any Whitebeards, but it came up I mean, it's just like a 1K counter, so it's gonna get value regardless. So even if you don't play it out, yeah, the effect didn't really matter, honestly. It's just like a good card. I didn't want to play Machino because I think 2Ks are a little overrated. In this deck, at least, because you're gonna have your blocker law, and they're gonna be swinging 7 in your face, and you can just block and then 1K out.
I completely agree.
Whatever. For more, I played one of these. This is MVP in the mirror. It won me 2 of the matches. You kind of tempo this out, and back it by 2 blockers or whatever. Then no one's in the mirrors playing Jet Pistol anymore, so it's gonna stick. And if they try to swing at it, it's gonna tax them, right? Because they're gonna they want to swing 6 instead of a 5. So yeah.
Did it come up a lot that you needed a red payoff to play, and that guy being that slot?
It's not. It's yeah. Of course it came up. I definitely searched off Nami for that reason, and then for the exact reason I just said. But you just play 1 because it's kind of an expensive card, right? And then the options is there. But alongside of that, I played the 3. I played 3 Rush Zoro, so I got the 4 total red rushers.
And how do you like that ratio?
I think it's perfect. I mean, some people play the starter Zoro, which is fair. It's just I've seen people have the starter Zoro, and if it was the Rush Zoro, it'd be infinitely better. And then right then and there, I made the decision that I'm just not gonna play the starter Zoro. I would play 4 of these over the starter Zoro.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was a little different last format when Whitebeard was running around set 2. But now it's more yellow and black, and 5K is just good enough, so the 6 is not gonna really matter. But I also compensated for the 6K stat line, but I'll show you later. Also played 3 Nico Robin and 3 Vista. 3 Nico Robin and 3 Vista. This is I just wanted a good amount to mulligan for. I think if there's a good I don't know the numbers exactly, but if there's a card in your deck that you want to mulligan for, you want to play more than 2. So 3 is a good number. So these are the cards you want to mulligan for against Zoro and the mirror match. Okay. So that's why I play so many.
Was that ratio good for you?
Yeah, it was good. I saw it when I needed. I definitely saw 2 Vistas and against the Zoro match that I lost. The reason the Vista was going in, it saved me, but the reason I lost is I didn't see any, I didn't see the 5 cost.
Okay.
Law, which is the win condition.
It's kind of the name of the deck.
Yeah, this is let me just make some space. This is the red stuff, we'll get into the green. 4 blocker law, it's the win condition, basically. So, I'm gonna get into this real quick. So this is my, I guess, it was kind of popular in set 2. But I decided to use it now because of Whitebeard, and I found out that the way this deck loses is drawing inconsistent, kind of pseudo bricking or whatever. You just don't draw searchers, or you draw searchers no law, you draw law no searchers. So I choose to go second, and if you were in a scenario where you were to draw weird like that, on your 4 Dawn turn, just playing this out is such a it's such a good play. I think these 4-cost vanillas are like really underrated. It has consistency in so many different ways. It's searchable by Nami, Bonnie. Yeah, and if you play it out, you swing with it, right? I think you kind of become the, if they want to swing into it, you become a white rear leader. The magnet, I would say, it becomes 6K, so like it's gonna tax them if they want to swing into it. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, and if you don't see law, then it's good to have a searchable green by Nami that you can, you know, like bounce a red and then play a good threat. So like having this in like 2 blockers is like almost the same as having law in a way.
It can almost buy you a turn until you get to your combo, right?
And then you're also just pressuring, like with this card. It makes this card a little bit more consistent.
So why 3? I see a lot of people play 4.
Since I included this, I didn't want the deck to be too tall. Like tall meaning like 4 drops. I didn't want to have too many high cost cards because then you start bricking. It only comes up like at the end of the game. So like, you know, it's like how you like go for game, right? Okay. So yeah, you don't, I mean, you can play 4, it's a 1K counter, but I think 3 is fine.
I completely agree.
It's mainly because I included this, right? So like I don't want to have too many tall cards.
It's like almost a secondary payoff, right? Because like you can shambles into that for a value trade, like if you need to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fine. It's just good to have a good variety, 3/3. You know, more stable stuff like 4 Bonnie, and then you know 3 beige. Okay. Bonnie's insane. You want to mulligan for like obviously Law and Bonnie. It's like the main priority when you're like blind. Exactly.
And one last thing I will ask you is I noticed you are not playing the 4-cost green Brook. I see a lot of people play that over the Zoro in order to like establish a board to shambles sooner. What are your thoughts on that?
So I did play Brook at first, and then I switched over to this. So when you shamble out of Brook, say you have a Brook, you have 5 characters. When you like shamble, you bounce, and you play Brook. And if you want to use a Brook effect, then you have to like replace something. So in terms of shambling, Brook is this is better than Brook. The 6K stat line is insane against Whitebeard, and then also another reason why this is insane is because against Zoro it doesn't get Fire Fisted. That's true. And since you're maxing out on like the 4 rush package, you want to have other things that aren't going to Fire Fist, right? Because not everyone's playing 3 rush Zoro. Yeah, man, this isn't the most efficient thing to do like against Zoro, obviously, but like if you're like a turn 1 blocker and then play this, then like, yeah, sometimes you can just aggro Zoro down. Did you have any consideration of playing 1 8-cost kid? I know a lot of people have talked about that because in my opinion, I think it's a lot better now than it was before restriction. Because previously if you played 8-drop, the guy could 9-drop, and now since he only has 1 of those, it's like less of a tempo risk, right? So my opinion on like cards like that, like cards that have like no counter, it requires you to like Basil Hawkins, the kid, it requires like non-counter cards require you to play them. Like you have to play them against matchups that they might not be good against. Okay. So, and also like, Kid can just get farmed by like an Atama, or there's like there is still removal for Kid. I think it's a powerful card, but it's just, I don't think it's worth playing. That's fair. Do you have any preferences on like the amount of supernovas or the amount of like straw hats you play that you feel is like mandatory, right? Like around like 12 to 15, sometimes like 18. Okay. Like searcher, like I only have I think 12 or 13 1-drop for Dodon, but the rest of them are like you know Nami and Bonnie are up there in terms of like for sure. Targets. And would you make any changes to the deck going forward? For this meta now, I liked it. I mean, everyone's gonna have their own opinion, so like you know you can listen to what I'm saying and just like completely like disagree. That's totally fine, you know. But you know. Well, obviously you figured something out because you were the person who topped and I wasn't. So you're the guy we got to listen to. So thank you so much for doing this. Really appreciate it, Joey, and congratulations. Also, shout out to Luke Sacco. I'm with the guy that is better than you. I wanted to let you know that. Sacco got me last week and actually we're like round 3 in Yugioh, so. Okay, we don't need to let him know about that.
Ooh, is that indigo?